Today we're going to take a look at another great light from Magicshine, the SEEMEE DV, an excellent rear light with an integrated camera that brings an extra level of safety to your rides. Before we start the review, here's your usual reminder to consider subscribing to the channel. We upload bikepacking and bike touring related videos, gear reviews, tutorials and guides, and even the occasional overnighter or ride video. So if that's something you're into, give us a sub. There's a new generation of bike light gaining popularity right now for their ability to record video, which in the case of an accident or another unfortunate event could be used as evidence. The ability of these devices to capture license plates or the moments leading up to an unfortunate incident could be invaluable to an unlucky bike tourer or commuter. So let's unbox this thing and take a look at some specs. The SEEMEE DV has a maximum output of 30 lumens and has a 3,400 mAh battery that can provide up to 110 hours of runtime. The camera records 1080p footage at 30 frames per second and features accident detection. There's a gyro inside the light that detects shocks, impacts, or sudden movements and locks the last bit of footage recorded so that it won't be overwritten. And it's IPX6 rated, so no problems taking it out in the dust or the rain. And included in the box is a mount, a USB-C cable, some instructions, and a memory card for the camera to record its footage to. The memory card only has 16 gigabytes capacity, but this should be plenty for the device's intended use. Tapping the power button will show the light's battery status, and holding it will switch it on. And as you can see, we have 180-degree coverage here, so the light is visible from the sides as well as from the back. This is an awesome feature that surprisingly few lights have, and this rotating pattern shows that the camera is recording. If I tap the camera button, it'll pause, and then another tap resumes. And I can disable the camera completely by holding the camera button, which will increase the runtime of the light. The light mounts with this mini quarter turn mount that we've seen on other Magicshine lights, and it works really well. Super secure, but quick to remove. Okay, so this is the view from the camera attached to my seat post as Bonnie and I were out for a ride to the supermarket. As you can see, the picture quality isn't amazing. This might have something to do with it being a ridiculously bright and very hot day up here in the tropics, but those are the conditions that I ride in. But I did make sure to ride on the road for a bit to get some footage of overtaking vehicles, and when I paused the video, I could make out the license plates, so the camera's definitely fit for purpose. It won't give you GoPro quality footage, but that's not its intended purpose. And here's how it looks at night. Again, not great, but definitely passable. And while we're on the subject of night riding, here's how the lights look at night. Plenty bright enough and great visibility from both the rear and from the sides. Alright, so finally, let's take a look at the app functionality. So the camera uses a generic dashcam app called Car DVR, which is downloadable from the App Store or the Android Play Store. The app allows you to change some camera settings, such as the resolution, if you want a little bit more recording time. There's looping time for the videos, there's some basic exposure settings, and you can sync the time on the camera with your phone, which is probably a good idea. You can also control the camera from your phone and use all its functions, such as taking photos, or pausing and unpausing the recording of video. And finally, you can use the app to transfer the recordings to your phone, or you can watch them from the app. Alright, let's wrap this up. With regards to the light functions, I have zero complaints. It's bright, it has great visibility, the 180-degree coverage is fantastic, and the runtime is excellent. Now, the camera doesn't blow me away in terms of the quality of the footage. Maybe it's just the really bright conditions that I ride in, but the footage wasn't exactly clear when I used it. So I think that that's something that Magicshine could definitely improve for the next version. However, I was able to get license plate numbers from the footage, so it does do the job. This camera isn't designed for video making or for recording your rides. It's designed as an added safety feature, so it doesn't need to be cinematic quality. It just needs to be consistent and reliable, which in my experience, it definitely is. So with all that being said, I really recommend the Magicshine SEEMEE DV. I've included the pricing and all the relevant links in the description below. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more, consider hitting that sub button. Cheers!